This is the top performer trip.
Connor fucking hates alloys by the looks of it. I mean, he seems to not be able to drive a car without fucking classing the shit out of it.
We are back in the room for the Capital Closers quarterly top performer trip. Now, as you can probably already tell, we're doing this one here in Dubai. We did the last one in Marbella, but now we've flown out our 6 top performers for the next 5 days here to Dubai. So we've got Jerry staying with me here for the week. Jack's in there currently taking a sales call. Flown out Nikita, our top performer, business class. I flew him out, so we'll throw up some shots so you can see his experience. It was his first time flying business, so that was really, really good. He did 28k commissions in a single month, so we flew him out. We've got Callum coming out, we've got Josh, we've got Nikita, and we've got Tom. We've got an apartment down there pretty much 10 minutes away from where I am, just off JBR for the guys for the entire 5 days. We've got an insane itinerary planned. As I've always said, every single trip that we're going to do is going to get bigger and it's going to get better, and I promise you this one's going to be next level, so we'll take you guys along. Yeah. Wait until you see this gym. 75th floor. Do you know what I've actually got a membership here at this place called WellFit. Basically went there immediately, tried to get a monthly pass. Guy went to me, sorry, we only do 12-month passes, so pretty much got shanked for an upfront. Fucking paid about 2k for it. But anyway, I was like, for the first couple of weeks, I was like, yeah, I'll walk down there. After a while, I'm like, do you know what? 15 minutes walk down. 15, it's just easier for me to pop up here. So it hasn't got the gym. Can I get a bit bigger? Maybe going to that gym. It's got more, yeah, doesn't matter. Efficiency.
Yeah, the 20 appeal. Ran up and check it, this patty spaghetti made 20.
Good, especially when I'm on the pet side. But I've just got the wide waist, the gut, the dad bod.
Jerry's complaining that the reason why he's not in good shape is because of his genetics.
No, you'd be pretty impressed. I'll save it for you.
No, but the thing is, what I'll always say is, do you believe that there's someone on this planet with the same genetics as you, that's in better shape?
Me? No, that's just me. No one with these genetics. You? No one with this.
It's
My hand was a killer. Man, in my plan to get rich, I'll pull up, I jump out the let me and jiggle. Whoa, this that go shit. Little bitch tryna act smart with me, but she don't know shit. 7-Eleven, I bought up.
Mr. Funnels. Do you remember like the childhood show, Mr. Tumble?
Yeah.
Mr. Tumble. Mr. Funnels. That's me.
Watch it on both wrists. My trap booming, these niggas out.
So, little incline walk after 10 minutes. Start the day as we mean to go on. Every single day, what we're going to do out here starts with a workout of some sort. Tomorrow's one is pretty grueling. Desert won't last too long. We actually did it about a month ago with the rest of the Capital Closer boys. They were dead after it, and we're doing it out here in Dubai. And we've got a few other runs and a few other stuff. Do that before, and then in the evenings, got everything else planned. But me and Jerry used to, well, before I moved here, we went to the same gym, David Lloyd, back in the UK. We'd always have a little 15 minutes after workout. Isn't it weird thinking about doing little times? Yeah. Little chats after. We were doing that for like, that was in like summer.
Yeah, it was. A little bit from my mate.
Jez, you were still closing?
Yeah, still closing.
Jez was still closing, so he was still a closer himself. He's now moved into like growth operating and like managing clients. So he now takes a rev share, builds out funnels, hence the name Mr. Funnels, sales management, all of that stuff. Right, here he is. Wrapped up how many calls?
That guy just, he was a counsel because he was a DQ. Went to uni, unemployed, nothing.
So what happened?
The first call was alright, it was good. No, it was good, it was a really fun, good chat. He did really well, makes good money. What does he make? He makes like 200 grand.
200 grand a year? Pre-tax?
Not post-tax.
Very different.
But he was, yeah, really good call. But I mean, the thing for him is, I'm sending him a loom, sending everything around it. He
So
wants
he
to
didn't
jump
close?
in. No. He's going to be a 2 call. He's going to be a 2 call.
How many more calls you got today? In the diary?
I just got one cancel. I've got one guy paying over the next few hours, and I've got 4 or 5.
What are you on for the month so far? In dollars?
12, 30k maybe.
12, 30k. What's the date?
Yeah, what's the date?
8th of Jan.
8th of Jan, yeah. So
8th of Jan, hang on, let's just quickly work this out. So he's on 13k. This is how you work out pacing, the most important number in business, in my opinion. So he's on 13,000. 13,000 divided by 8 times how many days? 31. He's pacing that. This month in commissions. Big dog. Better keep it up. Will he be able to keep it up with all the shit we've got planned?
100%.
That's the question.
100% not.
Hanging out with us.
100%, 100 without a doubt, man.
Nah.
50k, 40k, that's what's been done. Massively,
happen.
massive.
You'll see.
Yeah.
Right. Who here has a matcha? That's the question. Who drinks matcha? There's only one man that drinks matcha. It's that man over there. Do you have matcha?
Not really. I'll dabble in a bit of matcha from time to time.
That is gay!
Yeah, don't look until you try it, boys. Don't look until you try it.
No.
No, I used to say the same thing. So
Black iced Americano. No. Out
Double
here.
espresso.
Huh?
Double
Double
espresso.
espresso. So every single day, 2 flat whites, iced Americano. Dash. I don't understand people that don't have coffee. Like, I get the whole thing. You know when people go, oh, you know, you can't have coffee. You know, yeah, you try to fucking tell me that. You can't have coffee, it's bad for you. Like, it spikes all of this stupid, like, you know, people that try and optimise everything. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Literally, just work. Just like.
What's that point though?
No.
You don't need coffee though.
No, you don't need it. I want it.
Yeah, it's the difference. It's not need. It's a what?
No, right, it's fucking neat for me, mate. No, I'm joking. You know when people say you shouldn't have something that's you're too reliant on, just shut up. Like, if I wanted to, I could stop it tomorrow, but I enjoy it. Grant Cardone said a very funny thing. They were like, you know, people keep saying to me, Grant, you got to slow down. You're having 10 coffees a day. He said, well, guess what? I've been getting richer every fucking year taking coffee. So it's like, yeah, it's true. If it works, keep doing it.
That's the thing. You need to do what works.
Speaking of health stuff, controversial take. Fucking those Whoop bands, mate. Yeah, don't know about them.
why not?
I don't know, you know, people just talk about like, oh, whoop, and they think like, oh, you know, got to optimise everything. And look, if you're like a top tier athlete and you're where you want to be, happy days, keep thinking about it. But most of the time, it's these people that are just like, just getting in, they're like, well, I need to, if you put the same amount of time and energy and attention into making more money, you would make a lot more rather than, oh, shit, God, I've got a 10. Yeah, mate, wait, what? You know,
One of the main.
I thought of a great idea. Honestly, I was on the treadmill the other day. I had a great idea. I was like, rather than a fucking weight band about your sleep, why don't we have a fucking income band? All right? How about you sort that out first, and then we'll worry about your sleep.
Mate, it was a good. Mate, I've done it for Capital Closer. We've got a little community.
No, I'm not talking about Jezza. Jezza's already a big dog. You know, Jezza is the elite of the elite. I'm more talking about like the people that are just like, yeah, I'm on my grind, I'm locked in, bro. Yeah, I've got my work band, I'm doing sauna, I'm doing gym, and you're still working your fucking corporate sales job. And look, if you're doing stuff on the side, like I'm not talking about like fair play for you, like getting after it and putting it. I'm talking about the people that are like, just yeah, I'm trying to do this and I want to do this, and it's like your actions are just not aligning with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Just wanted to get that across. Go get quickly some like late brunch, breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it. We'll get that now, and then meeting the guys downstairs, Nikita, Callum and Josh. Scotty's got a pretty rammed day of calls. Big thing for us is we're pacing a record month this month, and like big thing for us is like making sure that we hit those targets, because don't mind having a lot of fun and doing it at the highest possible level, but you've got to make sure that you're sort of covering. That's why we're doing the workout, we're taking the calls and everything else. Big believer in like, you've got to make sure that everything that you do is at the highest possible level. So if you want to go out, have a good time, but also make sure that you're covering other areas. But seeing them now, and then we'll come back. Got a few other things. Then we got a drinks upstairs at this has got like a rooftop. I haven't been. It's like an infinity rooftop. I think it's the tallest one in, I don't know, the world or something, or whatever. And then we got a meal tonight. So yeah.
Do you know what I think as well? Like, even with what you just said there, like how important is that to build momentum? Because everyone we speak to now,
Yeah.
they're going to remember the conversation I was in Dubai. They may not have money, but come March into Q1, they're on it. It's set
Momentum's massive. Even inside, I was saying to the guys inside Capital Close, like deals that are being closed at the moment. Like Harry Ward just jumped on there. Jerry's on a call with Joe Collison. He's one of the guys that one of the guys from inside, account manager, who's just basically gone full time. He was literally on a call with Joe Collison there. Momentum, he basically was saying Harry Ward's pacing 300k cash collected this month, which is 30k comms, and like the best month he's had is like 10k, and there's a lot of momentum. Caldean's pacing 25k, he's pacing 50k, as you know.
Trashy will be pacing.
Trashy, you'll meet Trashy and Robbo, they're on the same offer.
Such a big dog.
Who?
Trashy.
Trashy's a big dog, yeah.
Big dog.
Robbo's 18. One of the boys you'll meet, you'll be able to spot him. He's the brother of the main Robbo. He's the beta Robbo, he is. Will he be able to live up to the true Robbo?
Big dog, how are you doing?
How's the flight? Scotty Totty, he actually took on his phone. So rather than doing it like a Zoom call, he took it on his phone, took a call with someone, and as you can see, I don't know if this will focus. Obviously, we will blur out what we need to blur out. Just got a piff, paid in full, so sets us up nicely for the day. How many calls left to go? Four left.
Collecting 2 or 3 payments in. Collecting 3 payments in. So yeah, it's going to be
And this is the thing, like obviously, you know, I am a believer in like, you've got to make an insane amount of money, be the best at what you do, like be the best sales rep, the training, like put in all the hard work, put in all the hours, and obviously you've got to have a lot of fun. And when you do have a lot of fun, like do it at the highest possible level, go to the best place and do all these things. But again, it just goes to show as well, like you can do both. You know, you can do both. For example, like he's gonna, you know, we're gonna have a great time this week. He's gonna go back in a huge profit, you know. And also at the end of the month, you're staying at a nice hotel with his missus. His missus is flying out, staying at a hotel for like a week or two, and he'll be, you know, he'll leave this trip in profit, you know, because he'll be able to take the calls. But yeah, anyway, we're heading back now. Member interview to do with the big dog, Mr. Treshy Weshy, and yeah,
I have nicknames for all of them.
Of course I do. Yeah, but you don't want to hear some of them. But yeah, anyway, we're going to head now and we'll catch you in a bit. We are back in the room. We have been saving this one. What a better place to do it out here in Dubai on our quarterly top performers trip with the man, the myth, the legend, Callum Tresham. So, kick us off, big dog. Been a bit of a crazy journey. When did you come on board? What were you doing before? Commissions made last month.
So came on board Capital Closer 18th of July, I think now, if I recall.
Yeah.
18th of July. All my experience has been in like car sales, and last month in commission I done just over 20,000.
2026, I mean, you're on a fantastic opportunity. What is it you're looking to sort of really do throughout the year?
Well, I think I want to set myself a target. I said to you, like $500,000 in take-home commissions.
Basically, you went upstairs, Carolus decided not to film absolutely anything inside Zeta 77 upstairs, but instead we're now going to Serena by Gaia, which should be good. But again, this is the only thing, 50-minute car journey, which is a bit long. Gonna get an XL now, shoot there, see you. Listen to this quick update as well, by the way, just so you know. Josh Robbo, where is he? Get Robbo, tell him what happened with your call earlier. He decided to open up his calendar for one call.
980 made.
980 made. Wait, no, more, wasn't it?
No, it was 1200 actually.
1200, what? Because you got how much?
12% commission.
12%. Robbo's just made 1200 off a 45-minute call. And he's probably the laziest closer in the world, but he still makes more than 99% of closers. And that's what happens when you're actually good at what you do. The reason why I like Joe Collison's story the most is he was on a multi-six-figure a year sales, well, account manager role already. So many people would be like, oh yeah, I'm earning 5.5k take home after tax, they'd be happy, content, and they'd be like, that's fine, and that's, you know, completely fine. But it's funny, when we had our member interview, one thing he said, and I was like, it's so funny because I used to think the exact same, and still do even, like this is the frame I always think. He went to Barbados basically, he went on a holiday with his girlfriend, and then he looked at like this really nice hotel he wanted to stay at, and he looked at how much it was going to be for the week. He was like, oh, I'd be interested to know, 15 grand for a week, 15 grand. And he thought, well, like, no matter how hard I work, no matter what I do, the hours I do, the promotion, suck up to the boss and do all of this, like in a corporate sales role, I'm just never, ever going to get there. And I think he sort of realised that pretty quickly. And the fact that like he was only closing for 20% of his actual role. And I think it's more important that last month or the month before he did 11.9k in commissions on the side of his role. So in the evenings and on the weekends. And that just goes to show like you can still have a multi-six-figure a year sales job and still do it on the side and make 11k. Like you should do it. It's going to make you more money. You're going to have a lot more freedom and flexibility. But if you want to settle for good, like Callum said in our member interview, and you're cool with that, then go for it. Basically is it's all well and good making a good amount of commission. We've had a lot of top performers hit 20, 25, 28k in a single month. But what's more important is doing it consistently. we're going. So, well, it's not quite the Capital Closer Top Performer meal. We're going to be doing the main one tomorrow when Tom Fenney's here. I completely sort of forgot Tom was actually still coming because he didn't make it today. Also, Hugo Sadler didn't make it. Lewis Miller didn't make it, even though it was paid for and they were welcome to come. So, you know, these guys are the ones that are actually going to do very well in 2026. Anyway, more importantly, Capital Closer Top Performer meal. It's going to be good, pretty much steaks all around. Jack's decided to...
No. I ordered a steak, I got that.
You know, Jack's off of the Wagamama's diet now. He's sort of, Jack's leaning down a little bit, so we're just cutting down. But yeah, looking forward to getting stuck in. I've actually never been here before, so it should be good food. Got some wrapped up good dinner at Guy's. Way back now. It's only a 30-minute drive, much better. At least it's not our Barry's boot camp in the morning at 11 AM. We'll see who turns up. Good night. It is 11:44. Tomorrow, 11 AM, Barry's boot camp. Wraps up first night, Friday. Got a lot planned. Going to Beach Club tomorrow, and we got a restaurant in the evening. But yeah, Barry's boot camp will be intense tomorrow, so we'll see you bright and early. One more. Do you know what? I love doing this. High rocks, cardio, weights. As I said, I used to play football from like 8 to 18 and stopped sort of doing this. So I normally need someone to tell me to do it. It's so much better. Never lose the speed, never lose the speed. Right, okay, we're Saturday Party people, finished up at the warehouse gym. Weren't able to record a lot for some reason. Literally everywhere in Dubai, they're a little bit funny about filming. But finished up a warehouse gym session. You'll probably see a few clips. Did a little bit of a circuit at the end, which was really, really good. Now we're coming to pick the cars up in a little bit of a interesting area in Dubai. Good thing it's safe here, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. Guess what cars we've got for the next couple of days. I think you'll be surprised.
State your name, cuz. State your name, cuz.
Name's Gary.
Get it?
Gary, I'm better known as Mr. Funnels, worldwide known as Mr. Funnels actually. It's actually getting a little bit out of hand how worldwide known I am. Came here, they were going, oh, Mr. Funnels, Mr. Funnels. Just not today, guys.
This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it would be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road.
Cool, Saturday guys, so me and Carolus were stuck in traffic for 2.5 hours. Took the wrong turn about 2 times. It's not like the UK where if you take a wrong turn you can go left and no, you literally go 10 minutes, you've got to turn left. Nightmare. Anyway, long story short, we're now at Bagatelle. This is the top performer trip. So Tom Fenney's landed. Tom, one of the top performers, he's also part of the Capital Closer coaching team. So he's recently made the pivot to sales manager as well. So he's now taking percentages of the sales team he's managing, which is going to get him to like the next level, 30, 40, 50,000 a month. Going to be a great meal. Excited to have all the boys here, and we'll take you along.
Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it.
How are we? So, following day, we're here at Shimmers. Quick meal with the boys. I don't know where the others are. I don't know if they're coming, but should be a good meal. Right, what's happening? We're currently here at Shimmers. We got a table booked for 7 of us for lunch, so we'll see you along. Sunday people. We're going going over to Blue Waters, have some sort of late breakfast, some lunch with the boys, then we got a boat day later today. Then we may be going somewhere later this evening, but we'll sort of play it by ear. Boat should be good, but looking forward to it, big good one.
Whoa. 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 Yeah. Whoa. What you call an icon living? Start a record label, Misfits just did it. Whoa. Nylon cover 5 minutes. Whoa, we up too hot in the business. Whoa. About to make a movie independent. Whoa. Need new trucks independent. Whoa. I need you to listen to the vision.
So what you've got to remember is every individual you speak to is going to have a different need. So it's actually understanding how you can, filter into different types of selling, whether it's,
just an icon living. I am just an icon living.
Hardly, it's alright.
Let's do a challenge. Try not to curb the alloy challenge.
Huh?
It's currently we're 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Happy days.
Connor fucking hates alloys by the looks of it. I mean, he seems to not be able to drive a car without fucking clarting the shit out of it. We're in the car and he just absolutely clarts it and he just gives it one of these.
Look at it, it's
Yeah, just like a little fucking, oh no. Got a little shirt, custom made from Barcelona, even though they say
That's from your dad, bro.
yeah, something like that, something like
Thank you.
that. Thank you very much.
Sunny party people, getting on the Aura boat. Got a boat for the next 3-4 hours, so all the boys here should be a good one. Hopefully no one gets fucking boat sick. Happy days.
Just in case we get a little bit naughty, small.
Maybe one of those. Oh, you thought? Not
And
yet.
it just transitions into you fucking actually jumping in.
Sorry about him. Anyway, look, here on the boat, we got it for the next couple of hours. And this is the thing as well, like I was just sort of sitting in, you look at all the sort of places nearby, and this is what I said sort of on the last trip that we did. The reason why we do these trips, and I'm happy to spend 20k, 25k, or whatever it may be, for all of our top performers to come out here, is one, to incentivise top performers. Like, we will always reward top performers. Like, I'm not just, we don't get into remote sales, oh, let's just make 10k a month. No, come in, be a dog, be an animal. And look, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not easy getting to 20, 30, 40,000 a month, but you've got to take 12 calls a day. You're probably going to work 7 days a week. I'll be honest, if you want to get to that level, 7 days a week, it's going to be hard, difficult, it's going to be very intense. But the great part is you're going to have moments where you can just do this, right? And Callum was even saying it when we were having a chat the other day. It was like, it's either on or off. There's no like, oh, let me sort of coast. It's like, no, 24/7 work, and then when I have fun, and I'll do it better than anyone else, and that's the biggest thing. So the first thing is incentivising our top performers, and the second thing really is allowing the guys that are inside Capital Closer already to see like what we're doing and how we're doing it, and making sure that they're on the next one, and also to make sure that the guys are on the next one themselves, because you get to broaden your horizon. We go to these places, Marbella, Dubai, we'll go to Saint-Tropez, Miami, Mykonos, Bodrum, all of these places we're going to go to. You get to come to these places, see these types of views, go on a boat, go to villas, go on yachts, and you think fucking bigger. Like 10k a month is just, it's where it starts, right? You know, and use everything for what it is. Like 20k a month's great, 30k a month, 40k a month. Remote sales is great. Use it as a vehicle, right? Because guess what? The geezer over there, who's got the huge fucking £5 million yacht, or the guy who's staying there, you know, at this resident and he's paid like $2 million for an apartment for a year, just as an annual rental, or the guy who's driving a Bugatti, they're playing a completely different game. But use the game for what it is. Remote sales, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 a month. Stack 6 figures, multi 6 figures in your bank account at 20, 22, 24, 28, 30 years old. Then you move on to your big juicy plays. And that is what it is about, is to broaden your horizons, and they're all going to go back from this trip hungry, fucking eager for more, to push for the next one and make sure that they're on the next one. So it's going to be a great couple of hours here on the boat, and we'll take you along. Are we going in or what, yeah? Full on.
No, this for the real, this for the real. Go on, Cheers. Hey, he's done it. Yo, he can't swim. He can't swim. Go on, Jez, huh? Come on, let's swim.
Right, number 2.
Let's go.
So, Josh, one of the first people when I started coaching, Josh was he was basically the protege. You were the protege. He came in pretty much right after. If anyone knows how Capital Closer works, we start by doing these mock call assessments. So, essentially you do role plays with the guys until you get to a point when you're ready, then you get on your role, and then you obviously do the real thing. So, Josh is the first person that I took on who essentially took him all the way from mock calls all the way through to getting onto an offer. And I mean, just talking through your best month at the moment.
Yeah, so basically it took me, 3 mock calls, is that right?
3 mock calls to pass.
3 mock calls reviewed, I think it was around 92 days, I believe.
Yeah.
I went all the way from nothing from closing, I was a set beforehand, but all the way to $15,300 in commission.
The reason Josh is obviously here on the top performance trip is he hit 15k the fastest out of anyone. And as much as obviously the coaching is super important to get them there, it's a real testament to him, because ultimately it goes back to that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But this motherfucker leant down and drank the whole fucking ocean, so.
Literally.
Mate, and
when it actually comes down to it, I just think it's just like the willingness to learn and not having a bit of an ego to myself, because I'll be completely honest, before this I was a setup making like 6.2k a month, and it just came to the point where I thought, well, 5% commissions, I thought, well, why not just get 10? So I thought, okay, I'll do coaching. Obviously, I came to the point where I had Jerry obviously coach me throughout the whole process. We're running around with 1 call a week. And it came to the point within around 92 days of just joining Capital Closer, it came to the point of making 15.3k in commissions. And even with this month, I took around 16 calls when I made $7,300.
Yeah.
And I'm in, you see where I'm in right now? Like, I'm in Dubai, like on the top performance trips. And right now, like, if I don't hit a minimum of 20k, I want to be pissed off.
Mate, anyone that's looking at Capital Closer, you know, browsing, thinking about getting involved, before you do, have a little look at yourself and say, right, am I going to be someone who just wants to take the warm inbound calls, or am I someone who doesn't give a fuck whether it's warm, cold or whatever, I'm just going to make it work? Because no matter what, it could be the coldest call in the world. I mean, the offer he's on right now, one of the biggest offers in the space, but the leads are as cold as it gets. But he just doesn't flinch it. He's actually closed more and done bigger numbers since he's got on a colder audience. And the reason for that isn't even necessarily sales ability, training or anything like that. It's just the fact that he's so persistent that no matter what challenge comes up, it doesn't matter, because him within himself knows that he can do it. So for any of the guys out there that's thinking about getting into Capital Closer, obviously all of this is fantastic, but it's an opportunity for you to actually master yourself. And in life, that's the most important thing you can do.
Most closers generally think it comes to the point of where, oh well, it's just skill set. No, it's your hunger to learn. If you're not willing to learn, you're not going to make the money.
Mate,
that's the way I see it.
The biggest thing that you'll see when you come into Capital Closer is, I mean, even now, I mean, I've had situations where Connor's put a story up of me saying I've done XY number, and I'll get people that I know messaging my friends saying, is this real? I mean, this can't be real. And they're actually dumbfounded to the fact that people at our age can go and earn the sort of money that we're earning. And the quickest thing you'll see when you come into Capital Closer, despite the sales trainings, the trips, everything like that, your limitations that you put on yourself, they disappear. You can now go and earn 15, 20, even up to 50k a month no matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what age you are. All that matters is how much work you're going to put in and how humble you can be to take on the training.
Because yeah, you could be at a point where, okay, you work at a 9-to-5 sales job where you earn 150k a year. After tax, what you're seeing like 75 grand. What's that really going to do? Not so much. You can't travel. You can't live the life that you want. Like obviously, you get to the point where people think, oh, you're still working 12 hours a day. But the only reason I'm working 12 hours a day because, let's say I'm closing a program for 10k, 12 a day. Let's say I only close 3. I made $3,000 in commissions, and I can take time off whenever I want. I can be somewhere like this. I can be somewhere like myself. You look at me. I'm always in Marbella, but it's better than being in the fucking UK. That's the way I see it.
Exactly that. Exactly that. It's a blessing, but it's not for nothing, you know. It's all about putting yourself in the right environments, putting yourself out there, being humble, having some humility, and basically realising, right, if I'm gonna get to where I want to be, I need to put the effort in to get there, and I need to put myself in the environments. That's the biggest advice I can give.
Where now? That's the question.
Day and night, going crazy. Ecstasy, you and me.
Right, Big Dogs, GG's done. As I said, like, it was good, but towards the end got a little bit. But yeah, we'll see where we end up. Carolus driving the motor, we'll see how he gets on. If he crashes it, brilliant. The deposit's already gone from earlier, so fuck it. Right, okay, what's happening, people? We are here at the Royal Atlantis. Literally just finished up having food at Nobu. All the boys are here now, apart from Scotty. Scotty's got a packed day of calls. He's still pacing a record month, so got to get in the work in. However, the rest of the boys are here with me now. We're going to play a game of tennis. I put this court out with this sort of view in the background, so it's going to be a very, very good game. But with these trips, I always like to include tennis, paddle, any type of sport. Probably going to do a wager because, as I've always said, any sport, you know, a lot of people say this, any sport, put me up against anyone, I will beat them. All right? Maybe not basketball, all right, for obvious reasons. However, any other sport that could be 100 metre, used to be a 100 metre sprinter, football, played at a very, very high level. All the rest of the other sports, I'll have them any day. So we'll see. We'll take you along. Then we've got a very exciting meal later on planned. Capital closer, active wear sets. If you hit 15k in a single month, we give you a active wear set in navy. If you hit 30k in a single month, we give you the grey one. 50k, you get the white one. And there's going to be a 75k a month one coming out soon. I'm not going to release it yet. Yes! We're just off now to see Scotty. Scotty's gone to take, he's got 6-7 calls today. He's gone somewhere here at the hotel to take the calls. So yeah, like we sort of said throughout, at the moment we're well, he's sort of pacing a record month, so keep the momentum going. Like we always say, you know, have a good time, have fun, but you also got to make sure that you're ticking the boxes because you don't feel guilty. You know, it's more enjoyable when you do these things, and I think, you know, you've got to always make sure that you're doing those things. You don't want to, like, I think so many times, especially within sales, you can drop off and you may miss a day of calls or you may get a bit lethargic. If you always, one thing I'd always do when I was in, you know, remote sales full time as a rep myself, I'd always take calls like every single day, and people say that's quite bad, but it just allowed me to always be on the ball. Like, you really feel it. If you take a week off calls, if you take 2 weeks off calls, you really, really feel it. So yeah, we'll check him out, see how he's getting on. I think he's had a couple of calls so far, so let's see how he's got on. Kind of people, Scotty Totty just caught up with him. We were walking down the reception, and all of a sudden I heard a little oi. Jack snuck up in the corner, taking a call. But yeah, took a call, then showed me his phone. 4k piff. Yeah. 4k piff. Taking it, and it's just like It's actually fun, and obviously where we do it every single day now, like, it is obviously just the norm, and you don't really actually think about it, but it's actually quite funny when you think about it. Like, he can just obviously take a call, and we're here for the day at the Royal Atlantis, and just 400 there, bang, made. 3 more calls left, and we'll probably go to dinner. Well, we are going dinner later this evening, and you know, might do 1.2, 1.5k for the day.
8k Piff. Lovely day, lovely start to the day. Been here playing tennis all day, and it's passive income, baby.
He just so 8 grand British. Was it British?
Yeah.
8 grand British closed. We've already said it in the video already. Tom's obviously now a sales manager, so like that means he's no longer on calls. So when you're a remote sales rep, like you take a call, close it, you make 10% commission. Selling an 8k product, you make 800 for that 1 hour long sales call. As a sales manager, you normally get like 5% of the entire sales team's earnings. So someone just took a call there. What did you make off that?
Would have made 200.
200.
Yeah,
200. 200
different
made.
deal the way I'm on it.
Yeah, different deal structure. 200 made from. Well, we've been here for what, a couple of hours so far, and then that's off all of them as well. So big month inbound.
Big month. You watch, keep an eye on it. You'll see, and then you'll think, why aren't I doing it? And I'll ask you the same question.
Right, okay, so we're here at the Cullinan, probably one of my favourite restaurants here in Dubai. We've got a few missing members. They've sort of fallen off as the trip's gone along, but long-standing soldier to my left, Jerry Curling, Robbo, who literally earlier, by the way, I don't know if we got it on camera, he was in the Royal Atlantis taking a sales call, literally in the middle of the lobby, and I actually took a video on my Instagram story. Bloody, next thing you know, 45 minutes later, $10,200 paid in full. So for those that don't know, he just made 1.2k in literally a 45-minute call. What are you pacing this month now?
I'm around 8.4, so
8.4 so far.
so probably like 23, 24k.
24k. And the big dog himself, Benny as well. So yeah, guys, exciting. Should be a very, very good meal, and yeah.
It was a classy number.
What you got?
A little bit of lobster soup. Didn't realise it was lobster soup.
Questionable.
We'll deal with it.
Questionable dish to get.
What about you in your lobster soup?
To be honest, it tastes a little bit like fishy water.
He's got 5. Right, what time is it right now? 11. It's 11. And he's got 5 calls to take because he accidentally left his calendar open. And obviously, like, you just can't, on certain offers, like, you just don't reschedule them. And he's got a flight at 12. And he's going to take them all. How you feeling? Fucking over the moon. Right, okay, so just wrapped up the meal. We're all going to head back now. Tom, Josh, going to go back to the apartment. They're leaving tomorrow at 12. This twat is still with me for another week, as is Jack Scott. But yeah, that concludes it. The quarterly Dubai Capital Closer Top Performer Chip. First one of 2026. Next one's going to be in April. Destination, location coming soon. But yeah, been a very, very, very good trip overall. I think for all of the guys. Now just that 5-6 days out of it, all of them going back. Fenny, Josh, haven't spoken to all of them. Like, everything's now in order to hit like bigger months and everything else. And I think that's the thing, when you have these things for 5 days and then you go back, you think bigger, you want to do more, you start making decisions differently, and you realise, hang on a second, I'm just thinking so small back in the UK. You're like, shit, hang on a second, this is all out here. So we'll wrap up here, and we'll see you in the next Top Performer trip.